The name of this poem is The Mystery of Love, written by Rumi. Have you ever heard this poem? Love is the astrolabe of God's mysteries. A lover may be drawn to this love or that love, but in the end, love leads us beyond. However we seek to explain love, when we fall in love, our words fall short. Explanation by the tongue makes most things clear, but love unexplained is clearer. Bring to your hand the practice of love. Keep concealed its mysteries, for only love itself can explain love. The proof of the sun is in the sun itself. Prepare not a snare of deceit like others, whose exterior is adorned with holy love and spirituality. While ever in secret brothers devour the flesh of brothers, strive for their injury, and exult in revealing their defects. Be a rider of true love and fear not the way, for love's steed is swift of pace, and in a single bound it brings us home, though the road be rocky and uneven. Please tell me you love this poem. As you can see, this poem explores love not as emotion alone, but as a sacred force, something vast, mysterious, and transformative. Rumi does not attempt to define love in ordinary terms. Instead, he presents love as a guide, a tool of vision, and a path that leads the soul beyond limits it once believed were fixed. At the heart of this poem is the idea that love reveals what reason cannot. Rumi suggests that love is like an instrument that helps us see divine mysteries, truths that cannot be reached through logic or explanation. Words, he tells us, are often enough to explain the world, but when it comes to love, language fails. Love is clearer when it is lived rather than described. This challenges a deeply human habit, the need to analyze everything. We often want to understand before we surrender, to explain before we trust. Rumi gently reverses this order. He invites us to practice love first, to act from it, to let experience teach what theory never could. Love in this poem is not an idea, it is a way of being. One of the most striking lessons here is humility. Rumi warns against those who display love and spirituality outwardly while hiding cruelty, judgment, or ego within. True love is not decoration. It does not perform goodness for approval. It is quiet, honest, and consistent, even when no one is watching. The poem reminds us that love cannot coexist with deception or harm, no matter how spiritual the surface appears. Rumi also speaks about sincerity. Love, when real, demands integrity. It asks us to look inward before pointing outward. Criticizing others while claiming spiritual purity is exposed as hypocrisy. The poem urges us to examine our own intentions and behaviors rather than hiding behind borrowed ideals. Another powerful idea in this poem is courage. Rumi describes love as a steed, fast, fearless, and capable of carrying us home even when the path is difficult. To love truly is not passive. It requires bravery. Love takes us across rocky terrain, through uncertainty and vulnerability, but it also moves swiftly toward truth and belonging. This home Rumi speaks of is not necessarily a physical place. It is a return to essence, a reconnection with what is real, whole, and eternal within us. Love becomes the journey and the destination at the same time. When we trust it, we are guided beyond fear, beyond ego, beyond separation. The poem also suggests that love transcends categories. We may be drawn to different forms of love, romantic, spiritual, human, but ultimately, all genuine love points beyond itself. It lifts us out of narrow identity and into a larger awareness. Love does not confine, it expands. Rumi's view of love is deeply spiritual but not distant. It is practical and demanding. Love must be practiced, protected, and honored. Its mysteries are not meant for display or exploitation. They unfold naturally when love is lived sincerely. This poem is especially relevant in a world where love is often reduced to labels, performance, or possession. Rumi reminds us that love cannot be controlled or fully understood. It can only be entered. And once entered, it transforms everything. The message is not to fear love's uncertainty. The path may be uneven, but love moves with purpose. It carries us faster than fear ever could. When we ride with it fully and honestly, it brings us closer to truth, to others, and to ourselves. Ultimately, the mystery of love teaches us that love is its own proof. Just as the sun proves itself by shining, love proves itself by changing us. No explanation is required, only presence, sincerity, and courage. If this reflection resonated with you, take a moment to like, subscribe, and share this video. Let these words travel to someone who may be searching for meaning beyond explanation. Thank you for listening. Thank you for trusting the journey. Overstand, don't quit life.